So in my senior year of high school, I was going to ask my one friend to prom, and to do it, I asked for the advice of my other friend, and she had been friends with me for 4 years, so she was giving me advice, and actually the person I was going to ask was her best friend. I asked her best friend, and her best friend said no, and I was kind of upset about that and everything. But through the process, I got to really get to know this other person even more, and eventually we started going out. And we went out like throughout that summer after our senior year. And towards the end, before college, we finally broke up because of one, the distance, and she realized herself that she really didn't really have an identity outside of dating, and found her identity in dating, and wanted to be able to kind of start over, start new, and focus on her life for a change. When the relationship started, because from a Christian perspective, you know, you want to have your relationship with marriage as the end goal. However, I figured since we were dating, that means guaranteed we were going to get married one day. I just let, I guess, emotions get the better of me, and I planned out like my whole future. Since I invested so much into that, when it ended, I didn't know what the future held. So I guess the biggest lesson that I learned was that while you do want to strive towards marriage, you never know, what God has in store. Did I just randomly grab one?
Yep.
All right. Do you regret your sexual history? For me, my big thing is saving sex for marriage. However, I always thought it was fine, in relationships, like to make out and stuff like that. Never going any further than that. But I figured, making out, that's not really that big a deal. It doesn't say in the Bible you can't make out. But honestly, I think even that might be a little bit too far. Just because you put the focus in your relationship on the physical instead of on the other person. I actually came up with this goofy rule for myself now that, I still think kissing before marriage is something that can be okay. So I stick to what I call the Star Wars Episode 2 rule. Anakin and Padme kiss. It's like a 8-second romantic kiss. And, so it's not just a quick kiss, but it's a passionate kiss, I guess you could say. But it's nothing more than that. It ends. It's not, anything to be ashamed of, I guess. So I don't know, if it's something you wouldn't want other people to see, then it's probably shouldn't be going on.